Hey guys! I recorded my training session with Winston this morning, and I just thought I would show you guys. Look how adorable little man is being. There's food in that bucket, but keep that in mind because that is going to be important later. Prior to today, Winston and I have not really clicked very well when it comes to lunging. Oh, there he is again with that bucket. I'm going to work with him on getting easily distracted. I'm aware he's only 2, but I also want his attention on me. So right there when he got distracted, I just gave him a little bit of a correction. The other thing we've been working on is coming into me when I want him to turn instead of turning away from me. Because anybody that knows horses knows that we want both eyes and not the butt facing us. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful his stride is? Look at that, just look at that. So the cue that I chose to use when I want him to turn into me for now is going to be a back up, and I use my fingers to kind of summon him towards me. Eventually I won't back up because when you get him to turn, you'll end up pushing them away. But backing up right now just seems to help him understand a little bit more, and eventually I'll just use my fingers. Now, coming up right here, he did so amazing, and after about 10 minutes, this is where we ended it, because if you see, he started to turn the other way when he looked at me. He gave me both eyes. So I gave him a ginormous award right here that lasted pretty close to 5 minutes, and he appreciated it. I'm also doing some saddle work. Meanwhile, these stirrups that are way too small for my feet got stuck. And remember I mentioned he's a 2-year-old? Yeah, he was playing with the rope and got the snap stuck in his mouth. So him raising his head back there and getting a little scared was simply just because he scared himself with the snap in his mouth. I know, I look retarded, but believe me, all of this is super important. My job right now is to set him up for success for anything that could potentially happen out on the trail. Because we all know we can't prevent every scary situation, but we can prevent how our horse reacts by how we train them. I'm honestly amazed with the progress that Winston and I have made together recently. When we first brought him home, he got scared and ran through a fence and flattened my cousin on her butt. Don't worry, she's okay. He was just so scared and couldn't think. His mind was just flooded by fear. And if you look at him now, you wouldn't even think that's the same horse. Thankfully, his curiosity makes him extremely willing to learn. He's a good boy. Oh, and of course I had to slide the saddle off his butt, because duh.